What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotics, bringing you our Week 4 battle for the ICBA Season 3. Today we're facing off against Flame Horizon, coach of the Minnesota Golducks. Great team name. I know I'm one of the few people in the league who actually really like the name, but I love it. Anyways, Flame is a really good battler. This is also our final divisional matchup of the season. Flame, I believe, is 1-1 in his divisional games, and we are 2-0 right now. So I'm honestly, I came into the divisional games thinking if I can go 2-1, I'll be more than happy. And honestly, being 2-0, potentially going 3-0 is very impressive. Now, I have a team that is kind of weird because Flame's team is, well, kind of weird. But, I mean, at the same time, I brought some stuff that I shouldn't be bringing because, I mean, I can have fun with it. I'm 3-0. We have plus 12 or plus 14 differential. I can't remember. I think it's plus 12. Anyways, I do want to say something really quick though. If you guys need an intro made, a little outro made, whatever it may be, check out Flame. His link will be in the description. He is there with all the rest of the coaches in the ICBA. Sorry about that. He is a really good artist and designer. So make sure you go check him out, guys. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. Anyways, I'm actually thinking about doing it myself. Anyways, we have, let's just go over the team that we have, and let's go over our opponent's team and everything. So, let's just start up. Our opponent has a team of Tapu Lele with Z moves, Hoopa-U with Z moves, Milotic, Fortress, Galvantula, Incineroar, Druddigon, Trevenant, Combuskin, Mudbray, and Mega Alakazam. Now, in my notes, I have Mudbray in brackets has 4 kills because it has 4 kills. Mudbray has been like his MVP. It's insane. Anyways, our team is Balabog Greninja with Z moves, Latios with Z moves, Blacephalon, Ferrothorn, Gligar, Tentacruel, Silvally, Ditto, Electivire, Masquerain, Mega Gallade. So, we got a pretty nice team here. Our opponent's got a really scary team with a lot of Psychic types, but he's got Psychic Terrain, so it really helps because priority is kind of useless against Mega Alakazam and Hoopa now, and that's really important for him. Anyways, let's go over our team. So, to start off, we have Ash Lee, our Greninja here with Dark Pulse, Surf, Ice Beam, and U-Turn. Now, this set is basically speed for Galvantula before Battle Bond, and after we outspeed everything. The only answer for this on his team is Milotic. Straight up, that's it. If I was Specs Balabog Greninja, he'd have no answer. But the reason I am being Scarf is because I know he's going to bring webs against me, and that's a bit of an issue. Next up, though, we have Scrappy Doo here, our Electivire with the Focus Sash, with Flamethrower, Volt Switch, Signal Beam, and Mimic. Yes, this is a really ridiculous spread, I know. Basically, we have the speed for, what is it? We speed tie with, what's his base 95? Lele. We speed tie with Lele. Our HP and special defense, so we're never 2-KO'd by neutral Bug Buzz from Galvantula, and then we up the rest in special attack and defense. And, yeah, I mean, that's that. Like, basically, my plan is lead with this thing on his Galvantula. He clicks Sticky Web, I click Mimic, and then I have Sticky Web as an attack, and I go for Sticky Web, and then I'm fine. Because basically, if he has Sticky Web and I don't have Sticky Web, then there's a problem. If we both have Sticky Web, I'm at an advantage. If we both don't have Sticky Web, I'm at an advantage. So as long as he isn't the only one with Sticky Webs up on the field, then we're good to go. So that's that. And I could have made this a lot easier. I could have brought my Masquerain and just clicked Sticky Web. But I mean, I'm 3-0 with plus 12. I can be a little creative. And shout out to Tails for this set. He's been trying to get me to run some heat for a while now, and it's finally going to happen in this battle. Anyways, next up though, we have Sohan's Dragon, our Electrium Z holding Latios with Calm Mind, HP Bug, Psychic, and T-Bolt. Basically, this is our answer to Milotic. We have Calm Mind there just because I want to be able to get to +1 because I know Milotic is going to switch out. He has to fear the Electrium Z on the set or the Grassium Z, whatever it may be. Yeah, so this is really my only answer to Milotic on his entire team. That's pretty much a big problem. HP Bug is just there for the Hoopa and stuff like that. The Alakazam, Psychic, and Terrain is still really strong. And then T-Bolt, of course, just is great. I want to go Energy Ball over T-Bolt, but Energy Ball hits less things, and I really didn't expect him to bring the Mudbray, so that's that. And besides, Psychic and Terrain just does so much damage, even to the Mudbray, so it's fine. Anyways, though, moving on to our next Pokemon, we have Texas Man here, our Mega Gallade, which is X-Scissor, Fire Punch, Ice Punch, Close Combat. I really wanted to put on Shadow Sneak here over one of the Elemental Punches, but I decided against it, and I mean, part of that was because Tapu Lele, I'm pretty sure it was coming, but I didn't expect Alakazam to come, and that's why I decided not to go with the Shadow Sneak. So yeah, but Close Combat puts in so much work against his team. Mega Gallade is such a huge threat. It actually 2-KOs the Milotic if he's especially defensive, and he pretty much has to be to handle my Greninja, so that's just awesome right there. Moving on though to the next, our speed is there for the Galvantula. Moving on though, we have Walrein, our Ferrothorn with the Occa Berry, Gyro Ball, Leaf Seed, Protect, and Spikes. Basically, he doesn't have a good defogger on his team. The EV spread is so we don't die to Flare Blitz after rocks from Incineroar, and that's basically it. The rest I put into special defense, HP. So yeah. Moving on though to our final Pokemon, that is Lucian, the Silvally Psychic. This week we have Toxic, U-Turn, Shadow Ball, and Thunderbolt. We're max special defense, max HP. Very simple. The reason we have U-Turn over Parting Shot is because of the Hoopa-U. Pretty much it. Shadow Ball for his Psychic types, and T-Bolt for the Milotic. And that's that, guys. That's our team. Let me know who you think will be the MVP of this week's battle. Also, make sure to answer the comment question of the day, which is, what is your favorite type? What is your least favorite type? Why? The reason I'm saying this is because Flame has, like, 3 Psychic types. I'm bringing 3 Psychic types. So, this is the battle of the Psychics. Jesus. Okay. Alright, guys. Let's see you in the battle. Alright, welcome back to the battle. Now, as you can see, our opponent brought the Mudbray, Milotic, Tapu Lele, Mega Alakazam, Hoopa-U, and Galvantula. Now, I see the Galvantula. That means I'm leading off with my Electivire. And now, let's just get right into it. So, I really want this Mimic tech to work because it's a really good tech, and if it does, it'll just basically guarantee me the game almost, and that's kind of my plan here. So I lead off with my Electivire, and he is actually going to lead off with Godbray, the Mudbray, and damn it. So he predicted my lead, which is kind of unfortunate because now I kind of have to make sure that my Electivire comes in on a switch, and he now gets his rocks up, and I'm just going to go for the Spike here. Spike's my best play. He doesn't have a defogger still, and just breaks any potential stashes. He goes straight into his Galvantula. And I kind of misplay here. I'm predicting him to go for Hidden Power Fire here, so I go for so I switch out into my Electivire. I should have just gone for the Gyro Ball, and that would have done like 60% of this thing. He goes for a Sticky Web there, and I'm going to click Mimic. I'm like, this is my time. I click Mimic here, and he switches out. I'm like, this doesn't matter. It still works. I'm good to go. It's all good. He goes into his Mudbray, and I click Mimic here, but it failed. And that, guys, is going to be pretty much a shit show for us, because I don't have a defogger. I didn't bring defog on my Latios, and yeah, so I go into my Ferrothorn. He clicks Earthquake, does about around 40-ish points of damage to us, and that's not bad. So yeah, he's now going to take damage from Spikes when he comes back in. I'm going to click the Leech Seed, I believe now, on his Lele, as his Lele gets the Psychic Terrain up, and that's really unfortunate because, well, extra powerful Psychic moves. Anyways, he is now going to probably go for the Focus Blast or the Z Focus Blast, and I'm going to switch out now into my Silvally Psychic. It is by far my best play. It takes on everything he wants to go for except for the Moonblast. He's not going to go for a Moonblast against a Ferrothorn that has Gyro Ball. So he's going to go for the Focus Blast right here, and he misses. I'm like, you know what, I will take that. He has a pretty busted team, so I'm going to take that as much as I can. We're back at almost full HP. I'm going to go for the U-turn now as he switches out into his Milotic, and no, that is a wrong Milotic nickname. Milotic should be called Julia. End of story. Done. Anyways, I switch out and I go into Walrein here, and at this point I can click Leech Seed again. Doesn't matter what he wants to do to me, I can get back some health with Leech Seed, and yeah, I mean, he's probably going to go for the Scald here, maybe the Recover. He can't really go for the Toxic on me because I'm a Steel type, so he goes for the Scald, and we take that for days. He's probably just fishing for a burn there, doesn't get it. We go for the Leech Seed, and we're going to get back about 12% of our HP here, as he's going to take about 12% as well. So we're in a decent spot here, even though we don't have webs up and our opponent does. We do have a chance to win still because of just our general bulk and overall. He's now going to go into Spoder here, and I believe I clicked Spikes there, right? Yeah. Now at this point here, I'm thinking I need to switch out into my my Electivire here. I need to switch out to my Electivire. So that's exactly what I do. I switch on my Electivire, fearing the Hidden Power Fire or the Bug Buzz, and the Bug Buzz is going to come out. And right here, guys, wait for it. Right here is where I realize, holy shit, I don't have an answer to Bug types. Yeah, so I should have stayed in and just gone for the Gyro Ball, and it occurs to me, he may be Scarfed. I don't think he is, but he may be Scarfed. I'm going to my Gallade here, and I'm going to click Close Combat. And Close Combat, it beats everything on his team. It 2KOs everything he's got left. So yeah, he goes into his Mudbray here, and Close Combat is going to 2KO this thing. We're going to outspeed it after the webs, even though, because Mudbray has like 20 base speed, I think, 5 base speed maybe, I have no idea. Anyway, so Close Combat comes out, and we do about like 55% of this thing, and even though he's going to get the +1 boost in stamina, we are going to be able to Oko this thing, or take out this thing, right now with the next Close Combat. So even though we lost our Electivire, his Mudbray goes down, and that's a wall on his part, I guess. So yeah, we managed to pick up a kill here. Mega Gallade picks up a kill this match. Yeah, he goes into his Lele here, and he's going to go with the Moonblast, so I'm going to go into my Silvally here. I don't want my Ferrothorn taking unnecessary damage, that's why I'm not going to switch out, going for the Moonblast for the Focus Blast. So yeah, so I'm going to my Silvally here, and he thinks I'm Silvally Poison for some reason, by the way. I'm Silvally Psychic. I don't know why he thought I was Silvally Poison. It's a darker purple, pink, whatever. So we take about like a decent amount of damage from that, and he gets a special attack drop, and he goes with Psy Shock now, and I'm like, okay, cool, that's fine by me. I go for the U-turn here, and we bring this thing in range of my Greninja's U-turn here. So I'm going to go into my Greninja, we are Scarf, so we're going to outspeed this thing, and my plan is just to get off my Battle Bot and be good to go. So I go for the U-turn here, and he is going to stay in, and he lives on like 2. Well, we got the roll wrong, that really sucks. I send in my Silvally here, and we just have to sack it off now, and that's so unfortunate because that's just so unfortunate. Ugh, whatever. It's okay though because terrain is pretty much gone. That means because he can't switch into Spice, he doesn't have a defogger. So yeah, I go to my Greninja now, and I'm going to click U-turn again, thinking the Milotics is going to come in, and I should have just clicked Surf or Dark Pulse or whatever. He goes into Spoder here. If I clicked any offensive move, he would have dropped, and this thing is the biggest threat to my team. But I'm like, okay, it's fine. I go into my Latios now, I'll outspeed this thing, and be able to take him out. I'm going to pause it here. I was debating for like the entire timer. Do I go into my Latios or do I go into my Gallade? I'm going to go into Latios here because I don't know. I don't even know why I did it. I don't know why I did it. I don't know. I don't know why I did it. Anyways, I'm going to go for the Psychic here, and he is now going to reveal to me that he is Scarfed. And that right there, guys, I don't know how we're going to come back from this. I don't know how. So it's okay. It's okay. We can try and figure it out. We don't have Shadow Sneak, which is so unfortunate because I wish we did. I was so close to playing Shadow Sneak on this thing. Anyways, our speed falls, and at this point here, I'm going to go for the close combat, predicting the Milotic to come in, but he goes into his Lele to sack this thing off to the Spike. That's okay by me. And at this point here, he's now going to be able to go into his Milotic. Now, this Galvantula is a problem. Basically, my only way to win is if I whittle it down with, like, my Gallade. It's the only thing I can really take a hit. So I go with my close combat here, and he lives, and he was in range, he lived the hit, and that's just, again, unfortunate because we get a special defense drop, and thankfully he didn't go for the what is it called, for the Scald there, because we would have been a real problem. But I go for the close combat again. He is a bit lower now than he was before, and this time we are going to be able to finish him off, thankfully. So the Milotic goes down, and I still have a chance. We still have a chance. I don't know how, but we still have a chance. He goes into Gandalf here as Mega Alakazam, and I'm going to pause it because if I was at, I'm not going to pause it, if I was at -1, I'd be able to live the Shadow Ball. Because I'm not at -1, I can't live it. There's no way. So because of that, I have to switch into my Ferrothorn, and he's going to Mega Evolve, and he's going to be able to fire off a Shadow Ball, which is going to do a ton of damage to us. Like, oh god, it's going to do so much damage to us. So he traces our Iron Barbs, which is no big deal, and Shadow Ball comes out and does a decent amount of damage. He's got to go for the Focus Blast to KO us, and that's what he does. He misses it, thankfully. We go for the Gyro Ball. I'm like, okay, perfect, we're going to win this game. Great. It lived. It freaking lived. It's a Mega Alakazam, base 150 speed. We're a Ferrothorn, base 20 speed. We didn't kill it. That's unbelievable. Anyways, I go with my Gallade here, and I have to go for close combat. We lived the Shadow Ball, of course, and I'm going to go for the close combat, not the close combat, the X's are here. And this is where I realized I would not have lived a -1 Shadow Ball, so it's okay. It's a good thing that I switched out. Anyways, we KO'd what is it called? The Alakazam, and we actually feint 2 Iron Barbs. And like, oh, god damn, are you kidding me? He now goes into Spoder here. It's just our Greninja left, and this here is going to be game, guys, because I don't outbeat him. If we weren't in Scarf, we would have won this game. If we weren't in, what's it called? Webs, we would have won this game. But that's it, guys. That's the game. We pick up our first loss in the ICBA. GG to Flame. It was a really good game, really fun game. I wish I didn't bring that tech now, but it was fun to try out at least. Now I know it doesn't work when our opponent switches out, which is good to know. But yeah, so GG to Flame, it was a really fun match. He's got a scary team, didn't even use his Hoopa, and I just, like, so many turns in that game, I was like, oh my god, like, every time I rewatch, I'm like, I choked this game away, I threw this game away. Even with not going with my plan and getting webs up, I threw this game away. I just had to, damn, attack the Galvantula. Notice that was the biggest threat to my team, not the Hoopa, not the Alakazam, not the Lele. The Galvantula is the biggest threat to my team. So if we do play again, which would have to be in playoffs, trust me, I will prepare more for that thing. Anyways, guys, that was our first loss. We fall to, I believe it's 3-1 plus 10. We're still at the top of our division. I believe Flame is like plus 6 or something like that, I'm not sure. But yeah, so we're still at the top of our division, which is really cool. And yeah, guys, we finished 2-1 divisional matches, which isn't that bad at all. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. I make a ton of content that I'm sure you will all love. So yeah, guys, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe, of course, and I will see you all next time.